Well, this afternoon, my name is Peter Kamau. This is TV47 at 4. President William Ruto has announced a further reduction in diesel prices by 10 shillings per litre in the upcoming June-July fuel price review. Speaking from State House, Mombasa, after meeting transport sector stakeholders, Ruto said the move is part of a broader plan to stabilize fuel prices and ease pressure on households, transport operators and business struggling with rising costs. If implemented by the Energy and Petroleum Regulatory Authority, EPRA, diesel prices in Nairobi will fall to 222.86 cents per litre in the next cycle.
But for many Kenyans, rising fuel prices are not just numbers. I have directed that in the pricing cycle, next pricing cycle, we are going to further reduce the price of diesel by a further 10 shillings for the June-July cycle to help pump prices and provide additional relief to consumers. Through the government-to-government fuel supply framework, we have secured guaranteed fuel supplies despite global supply chain disruptions, ensuring uninterrupted fuel supply availability across the country.
The strike that we had suspended has been called off fully, and we are hoping that this will take immediate effect.
I would like to first start by apologizing to the country for the time that we went on strike. Hours, we said the vehicles stay at home, but we realized goons infiltrated. That was not us.
As the transport sector, we are happy with what you've come up with, and we are going to support the government. The government belongs to us.
ODM party leaders have weighed in on the ongoing fuel crisis, assuring Kenyans that the broad-based government is working to find a lasting solution to the situation that has disrupted transport and driven up the cost of living. ODM chairperson Gladys Wanga and Treasury Cabinet Secretary John Mbadi praised the residents of the Nyanza region for keeping off protest over rising fuel prices. The leaders argued that demonstration will not solve the challenges facing the country, accusing the opposition alliance of politicizing the crisis.
Despite the fact that the pressure you are feeling and every Kenyan is feeling because of the high petroleum prices, which has been caused by a global situation, you decided that we would rather dialogue than come out and destroy our own properties. And for that, I would like to thank you as our boda people across the region. Na nimeona ya kwamba leo imesemekana na rais ya kwamba ikifika review ijayo bado bei itazidi kushuka. Na sisi kama chama tunaendelea kusema tutafute njia zote. Wabunge wetu watafute njia ya kubadili sheria ndio warudishe chini kodi katika mambo ya petroli, ndio bei ya petroli izidi kufanya nini? Kurudi chini.
Therefore, what we are doing as a government is to look for local solutions to the challenges that we are facing. But this is not confined to Kenya. Therefore, politicians should not politicize this crisis. We should not create tension and chaos across the country. We should not ethnicize the crisis. That is irresponsible. That is not leadership. Let us be sober. Let us calm ourselves and humble ourselves and discuss constructively.
Despite the fact.
In other news, the post-mortem on the body of gospel musician Rachel Muthoni Wandeto has revealed that the 40-year-old mother of two succumbed after suffering 85% burns. She was attacked with a flammable substance on 15th May 2026 in Mwiki, Kasarani. Government Chief Pathologist Dr. Johansen Oduor confirmed that severe burns led directly to her death. He further disclosed that DNA samples have been collected for additional analysis to establish whether she, the deceased, had been sexually assaulted.
It's 40 years old who we are told had been involved in a fire incidents where some unknown people had burned her, and she was brought here to Kenyatta. And our autopsy findings were just what we saw, She had significant burns all over the body. Actually, when you look at calculate the extent of the burn, it was 85% body surface area burns, which led to complications, which usually associated with such burns, leading to a death. So to that also we took some samples for analysis. We don't know whether there was some sexual assault in her, so we taken some swabs, which will be analyzed also to find out. We've taken samples of toxicology and also microscopy. Just need to look at each and every organ under the microscope to see whether we can see these changes, which can be associated with burns. That is all.
Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi has urged Kenyans to brace for tougher economic and social challenges, stressing the importance of open communication between government and citizens. Mudavadi said leaders have a responsibility to prepare citizens psychologically for hardships facing the country and the wider global environment. His remarks come amid growing concerns over the rising cost of living, global economic uncertainty, and the impact of international conflicts on fuel prices and commodity supply chains.
I think we need to be honest with each other. The impact of that crisis is going to linger with us for much longer than we imagine. And we need to brace ourselves, and we need to start looking at how to manage some of the challenges that are ahead of us. Full impact is going to filter into our economies. Even if the war stops, the impact is still going to be there, and we are likely to feel more pressure, perhaps even within the next 3 to 4 months.
In other news, an autopsy has revealed that 32-year-old Martin Rigi, who died during recent fuel price protests, suffered severe internal damage after being shot from a distant range. The post-mortem that was done at St. Teresa Hospital mortuary in Thika was conducted in the presence of government and independent pathologists, human rights groups, and investigative agencies. Dr. Peter Ndegwa confirmed the bullet entered through the right shoulder and exited through the back, causing severe internal damage and lung injuries due to excessive bleeding. However, the family lawyer Munene Warute condemned the incident and said the family will seek justice through the courts while demanding accountability. Human rights activist Khalid Hussein says at least 17 protest-related deaths have been recorded during the fuel price demonstrations across the country.
And we have conducted the autopsy on the body of the deceased, and we have come up with the cause of death as excessive hemorrhage due to a single gunshot to the chest. The gunshot had perforated the right lung, and there was a lot of blood in the chest cavity. And the gunshot, not say that it was very close, it was a distant range. I think they're okay, they have seen. Some of them were actually inside and they witnessed what we saw.
He is my cousin. Okay. Kuridhika tumeridhika na postmortem ya daktari, sababu tumeona kwa kweli Rigi aliuawa na risasi. Sasa ile kitu tukiomba tu ni haki, tupate haki. Rigi apate haki yake, na ule mwenye alimuua at least achukuliwe hatua.
We are calling on the authorities to make sure that they put to an end these extrajudicial killings that are being witnessed in this country. Every time there is a protest, at least 10 young Kenyans lose their lives.
The National Assembly Committee on Implementation, chaired by Raphael Wanjala, has toured Mukutani in Baringo South on a fact-finding mission into the conflict surrounding Mukutani Forest. The dispute pits the Kenya Forest Service against the Ilchamus and Rois and Pokot communities. The region endured 13 years of banditry and intercommunal conflict, forcing families to flee and many Ilchamus households to seek refuge at the Eldume IDP camp. Ilchamus residents defended the forest initiative serve as a community-driven buffer zone around the volatile Karao Hills. However, Endorois and Pokot communities opposed the move, claiming they were excluded from the process. Resident David Kimunyan alleged the forest was gazetted hastily when many families had fled, leaving returnees to find their land declared protected. Committee Chair Wanjala assured residents that Parliament will table a comprehensive report to seek an amicable solution.
Sasa si tunasema kama mnataka forest, kama watu wa KFS waka hapa na mnataka tukue na forest, mkuje mtuambie maana ya hii forest itasaidia nini kijana, itasaidia nini mama, itasaidia nini jamii ya Elchamus, itasaidia nini jamii ya Tugen.
Sasa hatutaki hii, tunataka hili alikuwa amechurwa zamani. Ndio tuangalie kama iko mahali tulichukua, ndio turudishe kama mahali. Kwa nini nyinyi nalete barasa hapa na nyinyi ndio yuko na map ya kila location?
Hoja ya forest ilikuwa imepitishwa kutoka kwa Committee ya Environment ya County Government, ikapitishwa kwa Assembly. Ninashangaa wabunge wanaenda huko kotini na kwenda kusema hii forest hakuna, na walikuwa katika County Assembly ya Baringo.
Asante sana, mmeongea vizuri na tumechukua memorandum zenu na tunaenda kuangalia na kuzisoma, alafu in the next 1 month mtakuwa mnapata ripoti yetu.
Deputy President Kithure Kindiki has dismissed claims that he played no role in resolving the recent fuel crisis, insisting the breakthrough was achieved through a whole-of-government approach. Kindiki termed reports questioning his whereabouts during the crisis as uninformed and based on falsehoods, revealing that he was at the center of efforts to find a lasting solution as directed by President William Ruto.
My teacher, who taught me in class, together kwa Kerio Valley huko ni karibu 2 billion.
Barabara na umeme na zile vitu zote mnauliza rais na serikali afanyi, bila kodi haziwezi fanyika. Kwa hivyo we must strike a balance. Lazima tuhakikishe kwamba tumepima vizuri. Kodi tunapunguza vile tumepunguza, na mambo mengine tutafanya, lakini lazima tujue ya kwamba lazima tuendelee kulipa kodi, ili hiyo kodi itumiwe kujenga barabara, kufadhili elimu, ndio watoto wetu wasome, kwa sababu bila hiyo kodi yetu hatuwezi fanikisha maendeleo ya taifa letu.
It's time for sports. Kenya national under-17 women's team Junior Starlets has intensified their preparations in Kampala, Uganda, ahead of their second round FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup qualification clash against Uganda in the evening. The Junior Starlets booked their place in the next stage after a dominant 7-1 aggregate victory over Namibia, while Uganda progressed after eliminating Zimbabwe 6-1 on aggregate. Kenya are targeting a return to the global stage for the second time in 3 years after making history with their debut appearance at the 2024 FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup in the Dominican Republic.
Of course, we are expecting high resistance because winning against a team twice is difficult, so they won't make it easy for us. But we've prepared our team mentally that it's going to be a tough match, so we have to fight till the very end for us to get a positive result. Kenyan fans in Uganda, please come out in large numbers. The girls are expecting you. And the ones who are back at home, when the match will be streamed live, please support our girls online. They'll give you a good performance.
We are very much prepared and coach washafanya kazi yao na sasa sisi ndio tunafaa to show Kenyans that we can do it. Opponents ni wa tough but bado wanaweza fungika. So like lazima tukue hard. Lazima tu press, lazima tucheze vile tunajua. Lazima tucheze with instructions ndio tuweze kubeat opponent.
And finally, Cherangani Hills 10-kilometer race produced a thrilling showdown as Catherine Reline and Matthew Kimeli clinched top honors in the inaugural Cherangani Hills Peace and Conservation 10-kilometer race held in Kapiego, Elgeyo Marakwet. Kimeli, returning from injury, produced a strong performance to win the men's race in 33 minutes and 45 seconds, while Reline continued her impressive form after the London Marathon by storming to victory in the women's category in 38 minutes and 9 seconds. The event, which attracted elite athletes and local residents, aimed to promote peace and conservation efforts in the region and was attended by Kenya's ambassador to the United Nations, Ido Dinga, and alongside sponsor Kipchumba Murkomen.
Nafanyia iten kwa sasa sina mahali na trenia kama races ya ng'ambo, sababu nilikuwa nimepatwa na injury, so natokea injury.
Nikakuja nikapumzika kidogo, nikafunga season kidogo, lakini nilikuwa naenda mazoezi ile ya kudanganya mguu isilale. Nikasikia leo kuna mbio iko hapa, nikasema wacha niende kama mazoezi. So ni ngumu kidogo kwa sababu kwenda marathon na kurudi kukimbia 10K not easy.
Well, that's what we had for you this afternoon. My name is Peter Kamau. My director is cracking me up. Thank you so much for joining us. Have yourself a lovely afternoon.